Almost exactly at this time last year, I felt pretty accomplished. I had done something that I had never done. I had actually read more books than I had ever read. And then I saw a post from a YouTube friend of mine, and it pretty much made me feel awful. I mean, it made me feel like my 5 books were nothing. And it actually changed my life a little bit. That's what I want to talk about today. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Pastor Joshua. I've been working from home this week. I did not want to go into the studio, so this is my studio today. I want to talk to you about probably not New Year's resolutions, because New Year's resolutions I don't think are the greatest. Setting goals, making a list of things you want to accomplish. What if you don't accomplish them? Let's think about it this way. Maybe instead of setting goals, we just work on building habits, building good habits. As Christians, the Bible tells us that God expects us to continuously growing. There are certain Christian disciplines that we should have in our lives. There are things that we should do regularly to help us grow. So we need to work on building those intentional and good habits. And really, if you build good and intentional habits, won't that get you to certain goals? So I told you about last year, almost exactly this time. It was this week in the year last year, and I had read more books than I had ever read. I'm not a really great reader. If you followed my channel, you've seen other videos about that. And I had read 5 books last year, and I was thrilled with that. I was happy that for me that was good. That was a lot. And then a buddy of mine through YouTube, he posted and said, hey, if I read one more book this week, I will have read a book for every week of the year. So that would have made 52 books for him. And I thought, are you kidding me? Like, he's read 52 books or 51 books, and I have read 5. I was happy that I had made those steps, but it really challenged me to say, I think I can do better. I cannot read 52 books. Okay, I'm not a fast reader. But can I do better? So I worked at building into my life reading habits, because I believe every Christian should be reading good books. I also did some other things. I signed up for Audible, and I found that if I listen to a book, I can retain it very well, and then I can use the time while I'm driving to soak in books, or sometimes just sitting and listening is easier for me than sitting and reading. And so with a combination of reading and listening, I actually accomplished something this year. I am working now in this last week of the year. I'm working on my 18th book, and that's still not 51 books, but for me, that's a whole lot better. So what is my point? My point for you today is this. Find something as we go into the new year that you want to work on. Examine your life. Look at your life and say, what are some disciplines that I want to build into my life? Some things I want to do better, and start building habits. And as you build those habits, you may be able to set some goals. Partway through the year, I realized that if I kept at this habit, I could read a book a month. Not a book a week, but a book a month. I could read 12 books this year. So I actually, partway through the year, after I realized that was a realistic goal, I set that goal. And then I exceeded that goal. Next year, we'll see. But what I know is that I can read at least 12 books in 2023, so that's what I'm going to try to do. So what is it in your life that you want to try to do? I have some things in my life that I've thought about that I want to improve, that I want to build better habits into this year. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to work not so much as setting goals, but building habits, pushing myself to do a little bit better. Some of them are spiritual disciplines. Some of them are things I just want to get better at in my life. So we're going to do that. So what are you going to do? Look at your life today. As soon as this video is over, look at your life. Take some time and think about it. What are some habits I want to build into my life in 2023 so that I can achieve the goals that I have? But really, goals are not going to get us anywhere. If we're not achieving our goals do us no good. We need to build habits that keep us moving forward in our lives. So what habits are you going to build? Let me know in the comments. Tell me, what is something this year that you want to build into your life? Good spiritual disciplines, good spiritual habits that you want to build into your life. And by the way, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads, because I did read 17 and a half books this year. And I'm going to tell you later on in another video what the best ones were so you can read them too. See you in the next video.